They actually added Saber into reverse. Kinda cool. Seriously, whatever you want to call her. Saber, Big D. I can't say actual name because I'm probably going to get demonetized. Saber of Red over here is actually a really good unit. And you guys know, I'm going to be talking about...
a flower.
Beyond.
You'll find it in the woodpecker house by the street.
Shh. You guys know, we get her as our 8-day reward if you sign in consecutively for 8 days. I'm pretty sure this applies to anyone who does sign in consecutively for 8 days regardless of the time. Like, you can play this game in 2 months from now and sign in for a week and a little bit, and you've got your character. Doesn't have to be consecutively, but, you know, that's how you, get it quicker. But people want to know, should you be building her? I'd be saying, yeah, you should be building Saber, because she can kind of do a lot of things. I'm doing that. She can do a lot of things. I'm sure if you've seen her Maverick Judge Ultimate cleanses all debuffs to herself and also enters the state of immunity, which means for one cycle, she can't get hit with anything. It doesn't apply to her. She can take damage, sure, but she can't actually get nerfed in any sense. And you can use this to kind of have like a support or like a debuffer or a buffer to kind of focus on the third character in your team to protect them because she's already got her own cycle of playing it safe. And of course, her attack power. It is a pretty basic attack. It just does damage, and then also at 2-star and 3-star, you get a bonus amount of damage as Genesis damage. From what I know, Genesis damage is true damage, so that is a huge positive to have. And finally, her kind of like gimmick, if you will, is her final incantation, Justice. It allows her to heal, so she can do damage, she can immune and purify herself, and she can heal all allies. It is a mass heal for everybody, not a single target. So the way it works, it's the exact same for every single tier 1, 2, and 3. And we'll just go for 3 just to show you really what it is. It's mass healing, which is 150% of your HP, 100% of your attack to all allies. And if a target HP is below 50%, they get a bonus heal of 75% of your attack on top of it. So kind of like if someone is low and they're probably one shot off dying, Saber can save them. She can keep them in the game. And also, I'm not really deep into somnambulism and the like true endgame content, but I've heard that you need to be using potentially 6 characters or so because of like Loxodon and stuff like that. So even if you have a Sotheby, even if you have healers directly, be a very good character to pick to build because when the other ones get locked out, you can use this one in their wake. Also, I haven't mentioned it, but like the ease of the easy usability to use Saber is purely, I'm just gonna call it D if you don't know what I'm saying here. But the easy usability for her is kind of insane just because like you don't have to time anything. Like for example with Sotheby, you kind of got to time it heals to a certain degree. It's not that bad, but like, if you want to play true brainless mode, Dickie's for you. Okay, and let's say that you have built her and now you want to know what Psy Cube. You know what I mean? So the 2 Psy Cubes I recommend that you use would be Brave New World, which let's face it, most people got Brave New World just because of the splash ability of Psy Cube, because it applies to just about everyone in the game. And if you didn't get that one and you're still choosing or you have saved up enough of these to pick a 6-star Psy Cube. By the way, when I'm saying you've picked one, I'm referring to the 7-day login reward where you get the pick a free 6-star Psy Cube. I picked the Sotheby one because I got Sotheby, so it makes sense. But the other one you should pick, the Dickie, is Bound and Duty. All right, let's go into these, why these are good. So Brave New World is after a character casts an ultimate, the incantation mark for the next incantation is plus 20%. So you have 20% more effectiveness for her healing and for her damage. You can really pick which one you want to be using it on. And as you can see, the ultimate might is just the outright buff, so she does even more damage on her ultimate. Not to mention if you max it out to 18%, I'm not going to say amplification level 5 is worth getting because you have to get 5 of these, which is ridiculous to be quite honest. And with Bound and Duty, this is really good because you have a damage bonus, so she does more damage. You can kind of use her as a DPS with a pseudo healing ability, and for each enemy target defeated by the character, you get bonus HP back to yourself, 60% worth. It creates a self-sustained kind of scenario, and it means if you don't use the healing aspect of it, you can kind of just go outright and use the damage aspect of it, which is her ult and her first incantation. So, hey look, she's chilling in the portrait. Speaking of portraits, I got her P1, which I will be getting her P2 when I claim it. I'm claiming this over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MaximGacha. I'm blogging every chance I get, okay? Don't hate the player, hate the game. Which just makes her power ability, which is her damage, stronger. Only by about 20 to 30%, but it's still good nonetheless. Overall, should you build her? Yes. She is very easy to build, even easier to use. And not to mention, she's also beast element, so like, that's always a bonus too. And also not to mention, her eye too, which I'm running right now, she gets like a garment robe. And it goes kind of hard. Anyway, I recommend building her. I don't see why you wouldn't. It's a free character. And at this point in the game, with the amount of free stamina we're getting every day just from logging in, you'd be crazy not to. Even if you're a soft behaver, even if you are a healer, even if you have healers already, it's always a good addition to have just because the elements, both healing and attack, and the late game somnambulism is kind of painful. I'm going to try and get to the late game as soon as I can. I'm just trying to beat the story at the moment. But yeah, that's really been about it. I recommend building it because of all the reasons I've listed in the video. She's just really, really good and very, very simple to use. And yeah, I hope this helps you kind of create an opinion, or you have some insight now to how this character works. If you like this video in any way, shape, or form, please consider liking and subscribing and commenting if you're going to build her or not, or why you're going to use someone else in place of her. I'd like to kind of see everyone's opinion on that. And yeah, I'm live on Twitch at the moment you're watching this video, so go in the description and click the link there. I'll see you guys over there. See ya.